Hey folks, it's been a while since we did a cooking video. I think it's time to do another one. Tonight, we're going to make some fried chicken. We're going to do it quick too. Right now, the clock says, I don't know if you can read that, but it says 4:55 p.m. We're going to have this whole thing done in about an hour. So first thing we need, chicken. And guess what we're doing for that? Yep, it is a fryer. There we go. Nice Amish country poultry fryer. We're going to do that. We're going to whip up some spices. We're going to get some oil going. I'm going to do all that here in just a second. So first thing we need to do is cut this chicken up. You can see I've got the chicken right here. It's completely whole at this stage. So first we want to get the wings off. I find that seems to be the easiest way of going about it. So we just find that joint, slice right through. See, there's a wing right there. Let's do that with the other side. Get that joint right there. Boom, good to go. Then, normally, you want to take the legs off next. Get that, again, there's a joint that you can find that actually makes it a whole lot easier. And we just slice that off and boom, drumstick. Another drumstick going here in just a second. Slice right through there. Boom. Drumstick done. At this point, you can either do the legs or the thighs or the breast. I'll go one step further on this, and I'll get the carcass kind of separated from itself. So we'll just kind of slice through there so we have a much cleaner definition between the top and the bottom of the bird. Slice through there so that we can get the breast kind of off on its own. And that leaves us with these exposed thighs, which is exactly what we were looking for. And so in that case, you just kind of slice underneath a little bit and then flip it over because you don't want to be cutting towards yourself. And then again, you're looking for a bone. In fact, with the thighs, you can generally just kind of break them and they'll very nicely slide out of there. And you are left with a nice piece of thigh meat. And you do that with the other side. We'll do it with the breast as well. We'll come back when we're ready to start putting some batter on these bad boys. Okay, so we cut the chicken up. We've got a lot of nice pieces. We cut the bone off the breast and we cut it into strips. So now we need to make our dredge. And basically when you make fried chicken, obviously there's a batter involved. And so we do this in two steps. First step is we have 3 eggs in this bowl. And we have this bottle of Louisiana hot sauce. So we're just going to dump a bunch of the hot sauce into this bowl with the eggs. Probably at the when it's all said and done, it's probably going to be about a cup and a half worth of this hot sauce. So you just dump it all in there, and then we just take a fork and we whisk the eggs so that we beat them up into the hot sauce. So this will end up being our wet dredge, and this ends up giving a lot of interior flavor to the fried chicken. You want that because sometimes if it's just the chicken and the spice mixture itself, it doesn't have enough flavor. And a lot of times people use buttermilk, but I'm allergic to milk, so I don't really use buttermilk at all. So we're going to use this instead. Actually, you'd think it's going to be hot. It's not. It's actually pretty good. Then we've got our next step, which is about 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We've got white pepper. We've got black pepper. We've got some Cajun spices. We've got some garlic, some onion powder, and we're gonna whisk all of those things together. We want to get a nice kind of combination. It's not going to change color too much, but we are going to dump a little bit of beer into this. Pardon me, not into this. But we're going to dump it into the hot sauce so that we get a little bit of an activation going on some of the various things here. So we're going to do that in just a second. We've got our oil heating over there. It's pretty much ready to go, and we'll be set to cook here in just a minute. Okay, so we're ready for showtime now. So we've got our chicken here. You can pan down and show them this. So we have the chicken here. We've got our wet dredge. We've got our dry spice dredge, and then we're going to go right into the oil. And we're using a oven top as opposed to the normal deep fryer we would use because we can't find the cord to the deep fryer right now. So we're going to go ahead and dip the chicken in and get that nice and coated. And Make sure we're all good to go with that. And looks good to me. And we're going to go ahead and just slowly dip that in and let that fall down. And so we're going to do that with the rest of the pieces. And, you know, it's 5:30 right now. It's only 30 minutes since we started, basically. We're going to get this going, and we'll come back and show you the results. All right, we're finishing things up. We've got our last chicken. We already had one batch that came out. We got our final batch about to come out. We're going to pop some fries into the oil real quick just to kind of give us something to eat. But we'll go ahead and start taking these things out now. You can see the original group of chicken that we had. We have a nice crust, not much burning at all. That's the advantage of using the Dutch oven as opposed to using like a skillet. So we're just going to go ahead and reach in and we'll start pulling these things out one by one. We'll start off with it's like a little bit of breast meat. Get that drained off a bit and put it down on the plate. You know, just something to keep in mind with fried chicken. This didn't take very long. I said we were going to be done before 6 o'clock, and lo and behold, we're done before 6 o'clock. And we got some delicious fried chicken that we can have here for the rest of the evening. And you can do this too. This is really not that hard of a process. So we're going to go ahead and eat this now. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. Again, not that hard of a situation. We're using kind of a combination of vegetable and peanut oil as the oil, if you were curious about that. But anyway, good luck with your fried chicken in the future, and we'll look forward to catching you again here in the Claudio kitchen.